Yo, what's going down? Your homie Jay Green back right now with a streaming review for the brand new Jason Momoa, Dave Bautista film, The Wrecking Crew. Yo, I barely heard about this movie the other day. Heard it was pretty good, wanted to check it out, and I'm happy to say it's dope as fuck. Now, this movie was directed by Angel Manuel Soto, and as I said before, it stars Jason Momoa and Dave Bautista. You also got Deadpool's girlfriend up in here too. Now, for all of y'all that have no idea what The Wrecking Crew is all about, we are basically following two estranged brothers who are trying to solve the murder of their estranged father. One brother coming from the Navy, one brother coming from the police, and both of these cats run to the beat of their own drum, so you know they about to wreck shop. Hence, The Wrecking Crew. Now, off the top, this movie gives me vibes of old school 80s and 90s buddy cop films. We're talking about your Lethal Weapon, your 48 Hours, Beverly Hills Cop, Tango and Cash, shit like this. If you know those films, then you know you're gonna have the straight man, played by Dave Bautista, a little bit more serious. He can give you a little bit of a comic relief when absolutely necessary, but for the most part, he is there to set up the assumption and allow Jason Momoa's comedic relief to shatter that assumption, and they work extremely well off of each other. Number one, what really works for this movie is not just the action, which is dope, yes. Not just the murder mystery, which is cool. You kind of know where it's going, again, based on the 80s and the 90s swag. Just follow the money and you're gonna figure it out. But what really worked was the fact that these two estranged brothers actually felt like estranged brothers for a reason. I'm not going to spoil why they are the way that they are, but as they're laying out their family dynamic, what was jumping off in the past, why they haven't really been talking, the family that Dave Bautista has that's trying to get him to be cool with his brother, and the family or friends, if you will, that Jason Momoa has that's talking to him and how they all interact together. I believed every minute of it. The chemistry between everybody that you're watching that is the main character was dope. So I thought that that really pulled me in, and then you get some sick action, and then you get some sick little mystery whodunit, right? And every now and then you'll get some touches of deeper emotion to flesh out the characters. And that really made this movie shine for me. One thing that I love that the director did with this movie is that he's clearly paying homage to these old 80s and 90s buddy cop type films. And towards the end of the movie, there's a dope hallway fight scene that the director put in there saying that he was inspired by a scene out of Old Boy. Not to mention that this scene has background music from RZA. So you put all those elements together, and I think that Amazon has a winner. Not to mention that this movie also has cultural relevance, right? You got a director who's from Puerto Rico, if I'm not mistaken. You got Dave Bautista, Jason Momoa, takes place in Hawaii. I feel like The Rock is pissed right now because his Hobbs and Shaw movie, while it was fun, and I'm sure it did very well, his little trip to Samoa wasn't as cool, as grounded, or as impactful and as memorable and as fun to me as what we got in this entire film. Not to mention, and I've said this before, you got Dave Bautista who said, look, I'm not really trying to be like The Rock, not really throwing shade at The Rock, but just saying that he actually wants to act for reals, right? And when you look at The Rock, he's a bit of a caricature of himself, unless you're looking at Smashing Machine, which again, it was a little boring, but I digress. The point being is that Dave Bautista is showing up as The Rock should be showing up in films, where we can take him a little bit more serious. He's a bit more grounded, but still you see that superhero type swag in him. And I feel like Jason Momoa and Dave Bautista both were able to bring that to the screen in this movie. They were able to be that somewhat over the top old school action star, but at the same time grounded to a believable level. And it fit and it worked. So big ups on that. The action in this movie is great. The jokes in this movie hit. I hear that they might get a sequel, and I hope that they do. They do reference a little something toward the end of the film that they could go in that direction, but even if they don't go in that direction, maybe save that for way later or never actually touch it at all, I think that you could still just put both these dudes together solving some type of crime or situation, and it's gonna be a good time. This is a movie that should have easily been in the theater, for certain. Amazon missed out yet again, not putting The Roadhouse with Jake Gyllenhaal in theaters and not putting this in theater. But whatever. At least we got it in general. Yo, have you heard about The Wrecking Crew? Are you interested in checking this film out? I think y'all really should. I think you're gonna have a great time with it. It's on Amazon right now. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Your homie, Jay Green, I'm out.